You all remember that my uncle Madhu Ramkissoon had gone missing in 2017, right? And we never hear anything about it, right? Um, Come fast forward now, remember it had a huge attack on me 2022 and ongoing, right? 2026, so on to 2026 and ongoing, right? Spiritual attack that actually boil down to physical attacks and so on, meaning energetic attacks through nanotechnology, spirits and all that, right? No, remember how nobody knew. So that was a traumatic event, right? Nobody knew what this had happened with Mado and what this went on. We never hear anything, right? Fast forward to this event now. Remember, I told you all that I've been hearing voices with nanotech. Well, it's been they inserted nanotech in my body without my consent and placed voices on them, right? And they do that with plenty of people apparently, or chosen beings apparently, right? As people will know, whoever went through it will know, right? Or if it's nobody at all and I alone went through it to that extent, I don't know, right? But anyhow, remember how I went into this is just me speaking all these things so that God could activate justice in respect of these situations, right? Remember when I went by the hospital, right? And I was like, hey, this not looking like my father, right? This person not really resembling my father. This person not looking like my father, right? When I went into the hospital to see him, right? And also in the coffin, in the casket, right? He wasn't looking like himself. But I know when people die, they obviously just look different, right? People doesn't look like themselves, right? People doesn't look like themselves, right? When they die, there's a known, there's a given, right? But anyhow, whatever. Now remember, I was hearing the voices, right? Now these voices, a lot of them not coming from me. I able to tell which is my voice, and able to separate my voice from the other voices, right? Because sometimes our voices might align with intrusive voices, and other times it will not, right? So I just be able to tell which is my voice, which is not my voice, right? So after I went and I see my father for the first time in the hospital, I was like, hey, this not resembling my father, right? These voices started to intrude, right? And activate and they started sending these voices towards me, telling me, oh, how they mecca him, right? That wasn't really he, that they mecca him and they take him to another country and all kind of thing and they mecca him, right? Mecca him meaning to send him to a pilgrimage now, right? Meaning that there's an next person. Everybody on earth have a look-alike, right? They just say everybody on earth have a look-alike, right? And it also have something called cloning, right? So this is to deal with this video is being made to deal with what is be taking place, evils that is be taking place at the top level, right? Human trafficking, cloning, right? Human trafficking, cloning, and all those activities that the normal human being don't really think about as we go about our everyday life, right? To do that to somebody is a very, very, very evil thing. To know that I went through and my family went through the situation, right, in 2017 with my uncle going missing, right, and nobody know which part he went, and nobody hear about he up to now, right, and then when I going through that situation with my father now, and I was like, hey, they're not resembling my father, right, and these voices coming inside of me, right, they're sending these voices, right, and bawling, oh, how they mecca him, right? Somebody and God, and I'm calling on God, right? No, but no less and no more than God itself to deal with that situation, right? To deal with whatever voices, them thing is coming to further add trauma and doubt and confusion into the lives of somebody who you're actually seeing dead in front of you, right? And whether or not them thing is true, whether cloning is true, human trafficking is true, and to activate justice in respect of all those situations, all, none, no more, no less, right? Good.